Today it is the 23rd, and yesterday was the 22nd, the portal. And my intention was to do it on the 22nd at 22 p or 22 Swedish time. But the energies were extremely intense, and it just didn't feel right to go on as these energies were pouring through me, and probably you too. So, to reach clarity, we also have to connect with the truth within us, and that's what I'm all about. Intuitively feeling into what the body is communicating, what our hearts are communicating, and what our wisdom of the soul is communicating. And so that's why we're doing it today. And I apologize for anybody that was waiting. I'm so sorry that I couldn't meet you there and then, but it had to be now. All right, let's go into it, right? The 22nd of November. It's not really about the date, it's about the energy that it is, the energies that are flowing through us, the energies that are communing through us, and the energies that are currently on the horizon and behind us in this present moment. So, I'm not an astrologist. I am doing tarot cards and oracle cards. I'm also an intuitive and a psychic. And so, we'll see what comes through. My intention for today is to draw some cards and see what's coming up, what we need to let go of collectively, and what we can enter into our new life, and what we can um, perhaps expect. But as always, expect the unexpected. I would rather say what we can invite and what we can open up and embrace, right? And then we're going to do a meditation to do the same thing, to set the intention of what we need to let go of and what we can embrace further going into the new. Now, before we do that, let's just go a little bit into ourselves and into the knowledge of what the number 2211 means. So, the 22 is a higher octave of 4. It is also a higher octave of 11. 4 in numerology indicates stability, indicates family, home, security. And for anybody that has a life path number 4, or anybody that has number 4 as one of their numbers, we have soul urge number, we have expression number. So we have many different numbers except for our life path number, right? But the number 4 is doesn't mean that we come into this world, all stable and all ready to create family. It means that these are the karmic lessons that we need to learn in this lifetime. Look at it as your south node, what you come in with, but also what you need to process and let go of in order for you to embrace that power fully. So it's also the north node energy, right? We're going from somebody or something that it may be difficult to create stability. It may be difficult to relate authentically. It may be difficult to connect with family and home and security. And then overcoming these difficulties and overcoming these challenges and coming into a space where we can authentically relate, where we can um, create stability and harmony and peace within family, and where we find comfort and peace and joy within that structure. So that's number 4. The 22 is a master builder number. So the 22, not only does it connect with the number 4, but it also connects with the number 2 and 11. And 2 and 11 is a lot about, like I said before, authentic relating, but it's also about the mirroring of the other, the partnership, and everything that we do, relationships. And it is about finding out how you can show up as yourself, your highest aspect, your highest embodied truth, and still meet the other where they are at without trying to change them or without trying to change you. And that's easier said than done, right? It's not easy peasy. It is a challenge. And I think that's actually what we've been going through the motions lately with eclipses, with the South Node in Libra, and as well as, now we have the Gemini moon that's coming up, right? Gemini full moon. And so it's all about communicating, this is where I am at, this is what I am capable of meeting you, and this is also where I want to listen and find out more about you, the other. And ultimately, what we need to realize is that yes, the other is no one. There is no other. We are not two. We are always one, right? We're all unique aspects and prisms of the one true source God created that we all are embodying in some way, um, shape, or form. But it's also important to remember that integrity comes with boundaries. And boundaries can be set forcefully, brutally, even if it's necessary. But the vision or the intent is to have boundaries that are made very clear and simple and harmonious, where a no doesn't need to be forceful, where a yes doesn't need to be all joyous, where it just is, right? And so when we are relating to the other, we understand that they are another aspect of God. We see God in them, and so we respect and honor them, as well as we see God in ourselves, and so we respect and honor ourselves. And in that, we can relate more authentically. We shed our fears and we can connect deeper to each other with a primal understanding that ultimately we are one and the same, but we do have different desires in this lifetime. We do have different needs in this lifetime. And that is something that we can think of as a gift rather than a difficulty. Yeah? Okay, so let's start with some cards. I haven't done the monthly cards in almost like 7 months now, and I don't think actually that I will do it. But I might do some card readings that will be timeless. It feels more resonant, and I do not want to put that pressure upon myself to perform, because that also takes away the quality for you guys. And I also want you to find yourself in these readings whenever it is time for you and in whatever form and aspect you need it. It keeps it more open and it keeps it more aligned. So we might do that. We'll see. I'm using the Tarot of the Divine. I recently bought this deck and I absolutely love it. And the Tarot of the Divine is actually created through different folk stories, tales, and they all have connection with different deities all around the world, around the globe. But it is the tarot. So let's start with this, yeah? Now, what is it that is the current energy surrounding this 2211 portal of 2023? Yeah, almost at 24, but 2023. And also remember 2023, we have the Hanged Man. 2023, it comes down to a 7-year, and 7-year is about mastery of the divine within us all. So it is a spiritual number, and it is, some call it a lucky number, right? But luck is all about shifting perspectives. And this is interesting because we got the Hanged Man here. So the current energy is the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man is not only a card of like waiting or delay. It doesn't have to be. Because usually waiting or delay is something that we didn't choose ourselves, at least not consciously. However, the Hanged Man, here you see Snow White, right? The Hanged Man is, no, sorry, Sleeping Beauty. The Hanged Man is about, it originates from the myth of Odin. And Odin, he hung himself upside down in the Tree of Life, Yggdrasil, to see things differently. To not only see things from his higher perspective, from his God perspective, but to see things from the more human perspective, to see it from the eyes of the other, to shift the way he viewed the world. So this is a really beautiful card because it actually connects very much to what I just was talking about the number 22 and 11. And to see that luck, like I said, can be there for you all the time if you just choose to see it from that positive aspect or the favorable aspect, I would say, instead of something that is there to uh, pull you down, like bad karma or something. And it's that saying that life doesn't happen to you, it happens through you. And so this is a shift of perspective. I'm also feeling that we're in a waiting zone where things are being still redirected, and they have been redirected for a while. And so in this redirection where life is like the universe is like changing things up for you, you also get a time out. You get a time out where you can meet yourself fully, where you can understand things fully, and ultimately become enlightened in whatever you were inquiring. The Sleeping Beauty is also about, she was given a curse, or she was cursed, but in that she was also given a gift. And the gift was that in everything that is bad, something good comes out of it. And I want to leave you with that on this card until we go on to the next one. You might also want to connect with the rose energy. Some of you might connect to the Mary Magdalene energy of the rose energy, so the divine feminine in that aspect. It's also a very Passeian card. You might want to take a look at where you have your feet, because here the feet aren't on the ground at all. They are upside down, right? So in this time, you do want to connect with like not being all up in airy and being like in the clouds, so to say, but rather just like get out, connect with nature, and put your feet on the ground, both literally and metaphorically, so that you can anchor these energies coming in and you can see things clearer as they integrate within your body. Now, what energies are we moving out of collectively? What energies are we moving out of? And so we have the Ace of Coins and the Ace of Swords, so two aces. And what is leaving us? What are we releasing and what is leaving us? Whoa. Three cards there. We have the Temperance, Page of Swords, and Six of Swords. Interesting. All right, beautiful. Now remember, this is not for everybody. If this doesn't resonate with you, please go on to the next. But take what resonates and leave the rest, right? So the Ace of Coins and the Ace of Swords, we've had a period of epiphanies, I would say. A period of epiphanies considering both the material and the mental, where we could see things clearer and cutting out what doesn't serve us, but also, creating our own fortune. And so I feel like we're moving into a space where we are creating our fortune or seizing an opportunity that will bring us fortune. I saw 333. As we are cutting out these, knots and webs and I would say binding contracts too. You might sign new contracts and break old ones. This is what we have been through already. So you might have been through a period where something that was very, very, very uptight, I would say, perhaps even confusing. I'm hearing mind-wrecking, heartbreaking, I'm hearing too for some of you. Um, on the edge, like you were on the edge of, or on the verge of breaking almost, I'm hearing this epiphany, or these epiphanies came through. And it is in relation to like how you create your own wealth, but also your own worthiness, your value, your inherent value, I'm hearing. So it's like you're realizing your value, your worth, and you're setting these boundaries through the clarity that you receive. You're cutting out those knots and ties and contracts that doesn't serve you. But I'm also hearing for some of you, you actually signed a deal that will bring you something very favorable, and now you're waiting for that deal to actually get into motion. And it can be anything, right? It can be like signing a contract for something related to work. It could be signing a deal, like selling something, selling property, selling something that you create yourself, um, signing up a contract for writing a book or something like that, because the Ace of Swords is also connected to writing. Or even, signing a leash to a house, signing a contract to start a new education, new work situation, what have you. I'm also very much drawn to these stones that are on the sword here. And I'm hearing emerald. And I'm hearing the emerald tablets. And I'm hearing rewriting the emerald tablets. Interesting. So some of you might have been reading the emerald tablets and now you're realizing that it's time to take this knowledge and change it up, I'm hearing, and invest in it further. And the investment doesn't have to be monetary. The investment can be your energy in whatever form it takes, because the Ace of Coins is not only about money in that regard, it is about energy and energy flow. Currency, I'm hearing also. It's looking very good. So I'm also seeing what energies are we leaving behind. So we have the Temperance. It's interesting that we're leaving this behind because it is the Sagittarian card. But for this card, I feel like some of you might have been, taking it a little bit slow while you were journeying forward. You were like leaving something old behind and leaving and entering into something new. Perhaps you were even moving, or breaking up a relationship with a Sagittarius or an air sign. I'm seeing too: Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Somebody younger than you or younger in their mind. But for some of you also, I'm feeling like what you're leaving behind is like you've been taking it slow, or things have been going slow. You've been wanting to shoot forward fast, but you've been needing to take it slow, one step at a time, keeping an equilibrium. And perhaps even, with the Page of Swords here, thinking of yourself, or at least acting as if you were less than you are. So in some regard, like holding yourself back. Let's see what was holding you back. Now I'm going to use the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. I love this Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. It's just so beautiful, glimmering. And we're going to clarify a little bit before we go on to what we can embrace. Once we found that out, we're going to go into the meditation. And this is suitable for anyone at any time. It doesn't have to be the 2211 portal only. It can be you entering into a phase where you need more stability and more authentic relating and a higher octave of how you relate to the world around you and what creates harmony in your life, yeah? Okay. Seeing the Five of Swords here at the bottom. So yeah, some of you are definitely leaving some kind of quarrel or fight behind you, or fighting for something at least, again. So please, Spirit, can you clarify what the Page of Swords is for the collective? Three of Cups. Okay. What is the Six of Swords? One more clarification for the Page of Swords, please. Whoa. There's a lot of cards. One more clarification for the Page of Swords, please. Ten of Cups in reverse. It's almost like I'm hearing you've been rewriting your dream. Rewriting whatever makes you happy didn't make you happy anymore. Whatever you were celebrating became like an overindulgence almost for some of you. Now, what is the Six of Swords? The Knight of Coins. And Temperance, please. Yeah, Ace of Swords. So you realized you needed to take it slow. You were done fighting, done, I would say, like, you realized you didn't need to stand up for yourself in a situation because it just didn't make you happy anymore. It is almost like you celebrating you being free of this situation or this person. And that came in with the clarity because you got the Ace of Swords twice here. And this was initially something that you thought were the dream, but then you realized the dream became overindulgence and perhaps also lack of support, instability, like we were talking about, and something that made you happy impermanently, I'm hearing. So not permanently, something that made you happy for the moment, for the time being, but ultimately turn into something that just wasn't stable enough for you. It's interesting too because I'm feeling like it didn't have to be something toxic that you left behind. It was just kind of this realization that you don't have to fight for this anymore because it's just not right for you anymore. And so the redirection is protection, right? Or the rejection is protection. And with the Six of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles, it's like you were moving into something that was a little bit more stable, a little bit more forthcoming, I'm hearing, a little bit more agile too, flexible. And in that case, like that flexibility actually made you comfortable. It soothed you. It was less hasty. Interesting. We could go a lot deeper into this. I'm gonna ask one more thing. What is the Ten of Cups in reverse for the collective watching? Three of Pentacles. Yeah. So it's a project, and I got the Chariot at the back here. So yeah. So it's a project, or it could be studies, it could be work, it could be creating a vision, creating family, whatever you have. It was a project. It's a collaboration that just didn't work out. It wasn't the way that you imagined it to be, and it just didn't fulfill you anymore. It didn't fulfill you. And maybe that's also why you're in the upside down position right now, where you see things clearer but from a completely new angle. All right, let's see what is coming in for our beautiful collective watching this 2211 portal. What is coming in for us? Let's see. Whoosh. Okay, 3 cards. We got the Five of Wands, no, 4 cards. 6 of Cups, 5 of Wands, 2 of Coins, Knight of Cups. I feel like this could be 2 different groups for you, actually. But take what resonates, yeah. So, what's coming in for you guys collectively? I talked about relating, right? And there's an opportunity because the Five of Wands could be conflict. It could be power struggle. And so I feel like there's still something lingering with the past and the karma. But it's almost like you're reminiscing over how easy things could have been or how easy things was in the past. And instead of connecting to your childlike spirit, it's more like you're connecting to this fighter within you. And I feel like the fighter thing is what you actually gave up. So it's almost like you have a new opportunity to meet whatever you left. And in that way, you can actually meet it differently. And then we have the Two of Coins and the Knight of Cups. We're going to go clear into this too. The Two of Coins and the Knight of Cups. For some of you, I feel like these are 2 different paths, like a fork in the road almost. So it could be that some of you like shift perspective and then you get a new chance with whatever this was in the past to recreate it and see, are you still willing to fight for it? Or are you done with it? Or maybe somebody wants to fight for you. But I feel like you're done I just feel like you're done fighting. It almost feels more like a dance. For some of you, it could be like this dance of passion and with something that feels very familiar and from the past, but it's new. And for the other part of you, I feel like the Two of Coins and a Knight of Cups talks about having a lot of need for balance. There is someone or something coming in, giving you an opportunity to heal whatever imbalance there is within you on a worthiness level, on a material plane, but with the connection to the heart. There is an offer of love, definitely. And it doesn't have to be romantic. It can be, a friendship and offer. I'm hearing offer of peace. And this person that is coming in, if this is a person, it feels like it's a water sign with a lot of air in them. Or at least the ability to see things from the higher perspective, which is necessary for you. It's almost like they're coming in and assisting you to hold up it with like invigorating your inner view. Let's see if we can get some clarification on this. What is the Knight of Cups and the Two of Coins, please? Yeah, Ten of Wands. It's like you've been holding on to something. You've been trying to hold balance. And maybe this is why you're in the Hangman position too. Trying to take a break from all of it. And the Three of Wands. Instead of like holding on to everything that was in the past, you now get an opportunity to receive what you've been waiting for a very long time. Three of Wands. It's almost like this person or this energy comes in and gives you the opportunity to actually receive something that you've been waiting on for a very long time. Almost I'm hearing like 10 years back or 3 years back or like 7 years back, like a cycle that was in the past that you were supposed to get a long time ago, but because of, family and work or whatever you have, the situation, because it is a mother with two bears, right? Two bear babies. And they're one and the same, but she's holding different parts of them. It's like you've been juggling two parts of you as well. And with this opportunity comes the blessings that you've been expecting. What are the blessings? Something that was rejected before, some opportunity that you won't be able to see coming, something that you've been wanting for a very long time but you have been given up on, or something that you just thought you weren't able to receive. So it is a blessing, but it's a blessing, I wouldn't say blessing in disguise, but definitely a hidden blessing. I don't know why these are reversed. Now, what is the Five of Wands and the Six of Cups, please? Four of Wands. So a lot of Wands here. So yeah, for one half of you or one part of you that are watching, I see that, like I said, the Five of Wands with the Six of Cups, you're getting the opportunity to fight for something that you definitely, and it could definitely be a love relationship or a relationship, period. Fight for something that is very close to your heart, that's very dear to you, and that will create stability. And it has a lot to do with something that you imagined in the past. These cards could be connected to each other as well, of course. One more card on that, please. I feel like for both of you, and for all of you, these are like energies that you were supposed to receive before that you had given up on, because we have the Seven of Pentacles with the Nine of Wands here, and then the Queen of Pentacles. So there is opportunities coming in. For some of you, there is love. For some of you, there is stability. For some of you, there is clarity. Either way, you're definitely receiving something that you had given up on. Either it could be, material input, energy that were supposed to be given to you a long time ago. But because of, I'm hearing, let's see, a very quick or vast, I'm hearing too, quick and vast rearrangement. It didn't become an opportunity until now. Now, what is the Hangman? Please clarify the Hangman. Ace of Coins too. Yeah, the Moon, the unknown, your subconscious, your dreams, and communicating through your heart. And it's about, that clarity that you just recently received, communicating to yourself and to others from a place of vulnerability, but still emotional maturity. And in that way, being able to see the unknown from a different perspective, that perhaps before it was a very dual nature, a very forceful energy too, like I heard before, and something that perhaps were like misleading you. Could be in dream space too, because it is a sleeping beauty. Maybe you just need a lot of sleep, catch up on a lot of sleep to receive whatever this is. Okay. So what do we open up and embrace for this portal? What do we open up and embrace? What is it that we should open up and embrace? Six of Coins, balance, not overspending, not begging, but giving. Giving and receiving. The Moon, the unknown, but the Gemini Moon too. The Ten of Coins, so generational wealth, generational prosperity, family, hope, stability, like I said. Something else, please. And the King of Coins. There we go. We got both the Queen of Coins and the King of Coins. And the King of Swords. All right, you guys, what do we open up and embrace? Well, we need to open up and embrace. In order for us to even receive something, we need to open up and embrace it. Whatever it is that is gifted to us. And it will be gifted in balance. There will be some kind of unknown. I'm not seeing illusionary, but I'm seeing through the illusionary and into the unknown. And the unknown, with the Moon card here, could very much be that before you needed to control things, so you held it close to you without giving, without receiving, and in that way you didn't have to expect the unexpected. But now we need to expect the unexpected, because the unexpected is coming in. You will not see this coming. And it can be, if you take this opportunity, a very, very, very long-lasting opportunity, a very great blessing. And it has to do with generational wealth and family and health, prosperity, material abundance. And the King of Coins is actually much like the World card in this deck, where it's like the tortoise carrying the world on his back. And we have the Moon energy twice here. So very much for this Moon in Gemini, this might be coming in. Or 1 month from now, 28 days. Alright. So let's go into, I hope this really helped you. Let's go into the meditation. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate. Comment below, use a good tone, respect, and compassion. And don't forget to like and subscribe in order for you to get more of these meditations and card readings from me. If you want to find out more about who I am, what art I do, and the art I produce, you can also subscribe, and you will get the latest news once my new website is up. So I'm switching it up and trying to make it into a web shop so that you can order some art from me. Alright, please sit somewhere comfortable. Breathe in and breathe out. lovingly command this space to be sacred. I lovingly command this space to be holy. And all that is not of God and of God alone is not welcome into this space. This space is our bodies, our minds, our souls, our essence, our beings, our all. So be it and so it is. Amen. Okay, so please put yourself up in a beautiful, comfortable position that is relaxing and harmonious to you. And let this light language come through too. And let this light language come through. And let this light language come through. And allow this to fall over you like streams of water and streams of consciousness. Shower your every part of your essence, every cellular being. If you want to, you can imagine yourself sitting inside a bubble. This bubble you can expand as vast as you need it to be. This is your sacred space. Beautiful. Take your time. All right. Let's connect with Source God Creator, Mother, Father God, Source God Creator, Earth, and the essence of her. And we're connecting to the Christ energy, and the Christ within us all. The Christ within the I am that we all are. Amen. Suru suru tayana hawashi akikiraniana shuurunani. So, imagine this bubble expanding, and within this bubble there is a constant living light, the light of your own choosing. Choose the color that is most prominent and harmonious to you. Let this color become alive within this bubble and dance around you. Fill up the entire space, as fluid as it possibly can, as smoke, as crystalline light. Let it shower your body and let it cleanse your space from all that is not of you, of God, of Source, of Christ. Yeshua sha'e sha'ekamayetnel tere ele tashuuru tahena. Beautiful. Okay, I want you to imagine that you're walking into a green field of grass. If you want to, you can look down on your feet and see how you're standing in this green grass. All around you is an open, beautiful field. Maybe there's flowers growing. Maybe there's trees around the field. Whatever that fills you up. Notice everything, but don't interact. Haria haki hayasehena shiuruturenaha. Wahena she kurenaha. Mahira tera tikirinish ernaha. Ush. Great. Now, if you can, take a few steps in whatever direction that pulls you, and suddenly before you there's an open space, a small or larger pool of water. Dawaye dawi una she ka ira teranaho wa orona tarangi randishte eranaha suru suru te teranaha. Alright. And as you walk forth towards this pool of water, you start to notice how it's calling you. Maybe you hear a melody or song. Maybe you just feel very, very, very complete and fulfilled as you close up on this water. want you to stand or sit down next to this pool of water. Watch the ripples on the water. Watch the surface of the water. If you want to, you can imagine yourself putting down your fingers, stroking the water, and sense it. Command all entities and energies that are attached to your space, your sacred space, to be removed and cleansed now. We do not consent to any Luciferian or satanic inputs or imprints, any siphoning or harvesting of your energy, of our energy. So be it and so it is. We ask for Christ to purify these waters. And so, I want you to imagine what you are letting go of, and preferably it can be that which you recently gained clarity on, that which you recently have cut loose. It could be an old pattern, an old behavior, a person, a place, a project. Imagine its energy floating out of you and into this pool of water. And as you imagine it flowing out of you and into this pool of water, you feel yourself becoming lighter, refreshed, restored, renewed, regenerated, revitalized. You can now sense the earth better. You can sense the grass around you. You can feel the warmth of the sun and the beauty of the clouds moving over the sky and the wind in your hair. You feel freer. Now I want you to reach into the pool of water and scoop up water into your hands. And with this water, you will let go of it completely. You take this water and you pull it over you as you baptize yourself. Ayate tau cha eranaki tania na hache aurate na shiirini tawe kurutayena we shiirini a sawasu tawutayena ma ikirinane. In the name of love, you are now purified. Beautiful. Give grace to yourself and give gratitude. Suddenly you see in front of you a mirror, a beautiful mirror. It can be your reflection in the water, but it is a mirror in front of you. I want you to look into that mirror and see yourself with love, with grace. It isn't the old you, it isn't the new you, it is the present you, the you that you are, the true you. And witness yourself as the other. See yourself from a different perspective. And I want you to look into this mirror. And even if it's hard to say, I want you to say out loud, if you can, to yourself, I love you. Rashi rashi ma'irana hawa shurutunena. Great. Okay. Now the mirror is closing up. The pool of water is still. I want you to stand up again. And I want you to walk 10 steps in either direction that you feel pulled towards. Into the sun, towards the sun, into the light. And walk with each time I count. 1, 2, 3, and with each step you're reaching your goal, entering into the new. 4, 5, 6, you're letting go of whatever you were before, wherever you were before, whoever you were with, whatever you were affiliated with. 7, 8, 9, 10. Now you're standing on the brink of the new. And I want you to open your arms fully. And whatever it is that you set your intention to embrace, you say it. I embrace harmony. I embrace peace. I embrace the blessings that are coming in, the gifts that are coming in. And if you want to, you can imagine yourself actually being bestowed these gifts, being given these gifts, whatever it is that you've been waiting on, whatever it is that you've been longing for, whatever it is that you felt like you lost before, whatever it is that is owed to you. Dario Shuru Shani. Feel it. Feel it as if it is happening now. Feel it as much as you need to. Embrace it as wide as you can. Don't force anything though. Do it organically. And when you're ready, as I count to 10, you will slowly start to wake up again from this meditation with remembrance of what you shed, with remembrance of who you are, with remembrance of what you are embracing, as if it is already here. 1, 2, 3, 4. It will not go away. It is yours. If it is yours, it will be yours. It is yours because you imagine it. It is yours because you desire it. It is yours because you're ready. 5, 6, 7. Notice how your mind might be arguing against what is possible, and stay present with it, knowing that anything is possible. 8, 9. It will come to you when you decide that you are ready to take that leap of faith into the new you. 10. Take a deep breath of air and move your body if you feel like it. You can wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, and slowly start to open your eyes. If you want to stay here in this space, meditate upon it a little bit further, please do so. Remember that you are safe. Remember that you are held. Remember that this space is your own. This space is sacred and no one else's. I'm going to close down this collective space now, but your space will always be open for you as long as you want it to. It is you who are sovereign in this, and you have the authority to choose when to open and close, when to receive and when to let go. Tari karina she'erana ha wa erana kirin she'erana ha siru surukudu she'ena natiri kashari natirin tari namaha ishiki aruashi na'a. Amen. So I thank you so much for being here with me today. Thank you for this beautiful, beautiful space, and watch it for as many times as you like. I hope this gave you clarity. And I wish you prosperity, health, and so much beauty. Thank Thank you. Bye.